I'm Ben and I'm an apprentice butcher.
My name is Cody, I'm an apprentice owl trainer, and this is extra special guest Siren the tropical screech owl.
My name is Paige and I'm a nursery nurse at a local private thing nursery.
My name's Sophie, I am level 3 apprentice in the equine horse care.
I'm Emma Bennett, I'm currently doing level 3 health and social care for adults with serious skills.
On my apprenticeship, I learnt a range of important skills to help my butchery career and successfully manage a shop.
On my apprenticeship, I've been learning all about how to provide the highest possible standard of care to animals. I've been learning all about the different species of owl and bird of prey that I work with and the threats that they face in the wild. I've also learned how to interact with the public and give educational talks on the birds as we fly them. At my work placement we can get really busy and there's always something to do, so teamwork has been a huge aspect. I can already tell that my communication skills and my work ethic have improved massively.
My apprenticeship with Sirius has taught me how to deal with conflicting difficult situations and given me the confidence to trust my initiative and know that I'm making decisions based on the knowledge that I have learnt through my apprenticeship.
I've developed great people skills. As I work in a trekking yard, I'm dealing with different clients. I'm definitely much more confident around new people. I'm not shy as I used to be. I'm much more confident in myself. My English has also developed much better in the past year as my first language is Welsh.
Absolutely. As my work is customer facing, I've been applying my knowledge all the time, answering questions and informing the public about the birds. I've also had plenty of hands-on experience with the birds and I can confidently handle and fly a variety of species. I really do believe that the things I've learned have given me a head start to my career.
The skills I have learnt have aided me massively with my confidence. I'm now able to make clear decisions knowing that I'm using the knowledge that I've learnt throughout the units of the Playwork Level 3 qualification.
My performance now to a year ago has definitely changed so much. I'm much faster doing the yard duties and different tasks. My riding has improved so much. I definitely see the difference and feel the difference to what it was a year ago.
I've helped my confidence grow within the workplace, also able to adapt to situations within the workplace.
When I found out that my apprenticeship wouldn't cost me anything, I was so relieved. At the time I was learning to drive and I was also saving up for my own place, so it seemed like a win-win situation that I could get my qualifications, get experience in the job of my dreams and earn a wage all at the same time.
I was able to complete my apprenticeship while working full-time as a nursery nurse, meaning I didn't have to give up my job and I was able to gain an extra qualification while still earning a wage.
Earning money whilst doing something you loved, I feel much more independent and much more happier.
It was brilliant to learn whilst in a real life working environment because it allowed me to use my knowledge that I was learning in real time and instantly improve on it.
I think it's been really helpful to be able to apply the things that I've learned in my work to my assignments. I feel like I could complete my work to a higher standard because of the experiences that I've had.
My tutor Gemma has been brilliant throughout the whole process of my apprenticeship and I really can't thank her enough for all the help she's given me. She's also been able to give me tips and tricks on how to understand the policies and procedures. One of the main things that Gemma has taught me is that you really don't realise that while you're working you are learning so much, and you might look at a unit and think, oh, that's a bit scary, when actually she was there to help me break it down and made me realise that it's literally what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, which is what I think is a really important part about working learning through work and being able to use your day-to-day practice in getting your qualification.
This training course have worked around me rather than me work around her, and it's been so flexible, and it's still allowed me to earn money so I can take care of my family.
Completing an apprenticeship at ME Evans allowed me to utilise my theory, and the team around me were really supportive and helpful.
I feel so much more capable in both the career and educational aspects of the apprenticeship. I feel like they really do go hand in hand, and I often find that I feel better equipped and more confident in one area with the things that I learn in the other, and vice versa.
My employer have been really supportive, and likewise my assessor has been really supportive. They've given me time to complete coursework, they've worked with me, they've given me any training I've required and guidance.
Doing an apprenticeship has greatly improved my career prospects and employability, as I now have a good knowledge base and the qualifications to back it up.
I think it's really opened up my job prospects. Most employers now ask for experience as well as qualifications, so by doing an apprenticeship, I feel like I'm now at an advantage by getting 2 years of experience under my belt and completing my learning at the same time. It's been a huge weight off my shoulders.
They've given me that confidence to go further within the job role, and I can apply now for more job roles in other areas because I've obtained these qualifications.
The knowledge of knowing that I would be employed after finishing my apprenticeship was great. It allowed me to relax and enjoy my work and learn at the same time.
It felt so reassuring to know that my employment was secure once I'd completed my learning. I could really think about my future in terms of things like getting my own place or buying a car without having to worry about finding another job at the end of my apprenticeship.
I'm definitely glad that I'll still be employed after my apprentice. It takes a bit of that pressure off me.
I really enjoyed my apprenticeship. It allowed me to use the skills I was learning in a real-time environment and apply my knowledge quickly. My apprenticeship is enabling me to go to the World Butchers Challenge in Sacramento next year with Craft Butchery Team Wales.
I am really enjoying my apprenticeship. Doing a job I love has changed everything for me. I have such a positive outlook on life. I look forward to what each day brings, and I'm always learning new things. So I'm so grateful to the Secret Owl Garden and to Haddon Training for the opportunities that they've given me.
I've really enjoyed completing my apprenticeship with Serious Skills. For me, it's been a really good way to be able to gain a qualification that I never thought I would have the opportunity to do. I've been able to work full time, earn my normal wage and gain a qualification at the same time, which I think is amazing.
I would absolutely recommend an apprenticeship to a young person leaving school. When I left school, I wasn't really sure what I was doing with my life, and it felt quite overwhelming. So I didn't really want to continue with full-time education, but I also didn't have enough experience to start a career. So when I found out that I could do my training on the job, it just seemed perfect. Experience is so important to employers now, so this is the best of both worlds, really.
If I were given the opportunity to change one thing about my qualification, it would seriously be that I'd started sooner. I strongly believe that school-aged children should be given more information on apprenticeships like this, as it's given me the perfect career starting position and has aided me into gaining my qualification.
I definitely would, because without giving you that much pressure, you're in the working life whilst obviously learning about it, so you're there seeing it, learning it with a bit of guidance. In my opinion, I would definitely, when I left school, if I knew about this apprentice, I would have gone for it straight away.
When I reflect back on the COVID-19 outbreak, I feel like the skill set I've learned through my apprenticeship has greatly helped me and my performance in work. It's allowed me to continue working and support the local community that is affected around me.
We all had to deal with some pretty big changes during the pandemic, so I was really thankful that my education remains consistent. It gave me a sense of purpose, and I felt more prepared to handle the unique challenges that the coronavirus brought.
A massive positive about serious skills for me is during the COVID-19 pandemic and during being in lockdown, Gemma, my tutor, has absolutely been amazing. She hasn't used this as an excuse to not be able to finish my qualification. She has really pushed, and we have been able to finish my MVQ despite the circumstances. We've really used the time effectively, which I think is amazing.
Definitely, because the infection prevention and control, that gave me a lot of knowledge of how to deal with things.